Hello everybody, it's Copes here, and today I'm back with a Pocket Mortys video. In today's video, I am going to review Pickled Morty. Look at how great this looks with all of these Pickled Mortys following behind me. This looks amazing. No one has a full team of Pickled Mortys, at least not to my knowledge yet, but look at this. I swear people around me must be jealous because I spent so much money to get all of these Mortys, and I'm happy I did. Right now we have Pickled Rick, just because I think he looks better than Rat Suit Pickle Rick with this team at least. But let's get into the review of Pickled Morty. I already used him in the last video, but now we're going to do a full review of this guy. Let's get into this guy's stats. Here we go, guys. He has a Mind Meld attack with a power of 115, 95% accuracy. It is a Scissors type attack. He has two of them. And his second one is Transplant with a power of 92 and a 95% accuracy. And he has Regenerate, which basically hits the enemy Morty. It doesn't do too much damage, but it regains HP for himself. Then he has Harden, which is a defense buff, which really I would suggest not using. That's just my personal preference. I don't use any defense buffs. I would use an attack buff, not a defense buff. He has an HP of 280, and this is my most powerful one right now. I have a couple more at level 89, but let's go into his about. So Pickled Rick is only 4'8", and he's jarred and pickled, of course. This Morty was created by combining multiple Pickle Mortys together in an airtight jar. It was discovered behind a fake wall by Jerry 5 years after he assumed his son was lost forever. But of course, in this dimension, Morty is completely safe. He's scrunched up in this tight-ass jar, being strangled. Look at that Morty on the far left. That looks painful, does it not? And they're drowning constantly, but I think they're gonna, be fine as long as I take care of them, which I will. I'll take care of them. Probably not, actually. Okay, so we have one at level 89, then 88. 87, we have 2, and then 86. I'm going to show you all the evolutions for this evolution chain. So we have Cucumber Morty. Let's go into his about real quick. You can read that if you'd like. I'm going to do a review on these guys in a little bit, so don't worry. You won't miss that video if you come back tomorrow or the next day. I don't know exactly when I'll do that. And then we have Pickle Morty, which is the second evolution. And yeah, you can just read that. Pickle Morty doesn't need much of an explanation, or description at least. And then he turns into Pickled Morty, which definitely is my favorite out of the three by far. This guy looks so insane when you're using him and you're just running around with him. I swear, I feel bad having all of these Mortys, because if I was someone else and I saw someone with all of these Mortys that I didn't have, I would be pissed off, especially a full team. So I'm going to go find a trainer to battle after we defeat some Stray Mortys. So let's see how powerful this guy is. He is a Scissors type. We're going to go against single Snozzle Morty. My god, look at that Morty in the back. He had a bite taken out of him. These Mortys are not happy, trust me. He got bitten, threw back into this jar, and it was closed tight. And these Mortys are in hell, basically drowning forever in their own pickle juice. I don't know what that pickle juice actually is, Pocket Mortys, but I know it's not. I know it's not anything that we want to know. All right, so 3 hits against the Scissors type. That's all right. I'm assuming it's going to be 3 hits against a Rock type. Then it's going to be 2 hits against a Paper type. That's what I'm assuming right now. But let's go test out that theory and see if I'm correct. So I think Magic Morty is a Scissors type. If he is, we're just going to run away from this battle. He's a Rock type. Perfect. Let's see how much damage he does against my Pickled Rick and how much damage we do on him. Then we can use the Regenerate attack and see how powerful that is. So right now it looks like it's going to be 3 hits, which really, that's not very powerful, but it's decent. This Regenerate attack, I've already used it. It's not very powerful. Okay, that did a lot more damage than I was expecting. I'm pretty sure as long as you're not going against a Paper type where you can do a lot of damage with the Scissors type attacks, use the Regenerate attack and you will do more damage than you would if you were to use the Scissors type attack. So we gained a lot of HP back. We're basically back to where we were at the start. I think we lost 30 HP in that battle, which is not that much, honestly, especially against a Rock type who is supposed to do a lot of damage. But let's go find ourselves a Paper type and see if it can be 2 hits. And I'm assuming that Paper, maybe it's actually worse against Paper types, because I'm assuming a Paper type's going to do more damage to us than a Rock type would have, since we regenerated some health. So let me go find a paper type and I'll be back. I had to go to the first dimension to find paper types because I know they're a little bit more frequent in the first dimension compared to the second dimension. Let's try out this Mind Meld attack. I think it has a power of like 110 or something. There we go. It's one hit. This Morty might be better than I was giving him credit for. Let's try him out against one more rock type just so I can see if my theory is correct. Or a scissors type. It might be decently powerful against rock. Oh wait, was that a wild mascot Morty? No way. No, it wasn't. But it might be just as good against paper types as it is against scissors and rock types. Let's try out that theory. Let's test it out and see if I'm correct. So my thought is it's not going to do a lot of damage with its scissors types attacks, but with its regenerate attack, it might do a lot of damage and it will regen damage or regen some HP for itself. See, it regen 41 HP, which is a lot, and it did about 82 damage. And if we use this again, it might take 3 hits, but we're going to regen health anyways. So let's see. We started at like 200 HP, I think, at the beginning of this battle. Let's see what we end up at the end of this battle. So we actually end up with more HP than we started with, which is crazy to think about. So as long as you have this regenerate attack, I promise you, you can use this against any Morty. It's going to be very powerful against paper types, and it's going to be great against rock and scissors types because you can regen health that way. So I am kind of sorry, Pickled Morty. You are better than I thought you were, and I know I was kind of talking shit about you, saying you're nothing special. I think this guy actually is something that can be used in trainer battles and definitely can be used to attack different Mortys if you're trying to capture them or, you know, just trying to kill wild Mortys for flurbos or whatever. But let's go into a battle. Okay, here we go. We're into a battle right now. Let's see what kind of damage we can do against this guy. He has a level 97 One-Shoe Morty. This is not a good opponent to go against. So I know there's always exceptions to the rules, but if you're facing a level 97 One-Shoe Morty with Pickled Rick and you're only 89, you're going to get killed with one hit. So the regenerate attack won't be useful at this point. But let's just run away from this battle. There's no point. I'm sorry, guy. You can just take that XP for the first kill, but I'm not going to be able to kill you at all. I'm not going to be able to do anything, and I just don't want to sit there the whole time when I don't even gain XP for getting a kill anyways. I guess we could have used our Mr. Meeseeks boxes. Should we do that? We could probably gain some pretty good XP. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'll save that for another episode when we need some more XP. But let's go find another trainer and I will be back. We're already into our next battle. This guy has Floopy Doops, one of the most evil people in the Rick and Morty universe. I would say so at least. Okay, here we go. Let's try out this Mind Meld attack. And it looks like this Punk Morty is going to be almost one hit every time. We probably should just take him out with a Mr. Meeseeks box, which I think we're going to do. Honestly, if you take this guy into a trainer battle, you're fucked. If he has a rock type, you are screwed. Pickled Morty, he's not going to be very effective against trainers. That's just my opinion right now. I don't really know. We haven't tried him out against any scissors or paper types or non-element Mortys, but still, I don't think this guy is going to be very good. Oh my god, another rock type. Let's just finish this guy off with another Mr. Meeseeks box. Fuck him. I just want to test it out against a scissors or paper type. That's all I want to do, and see if he's usable at least against a scissors or paper type, because he's definitely not usable against rock types if they have decently high level Mortys. So let's try out this Mind Meld attack against this wild mascot Morty. Is it going to be any powerful? Is it going to be any in any shape, way, or form? Is it going to be powerful? Is it going to be powerful? Let's see. Okay, it did do some decent damage, and we really didn't take much damage when this wild mascot Morty hit us, and we are the same level. So let's take out another Pickled Rick and see if he's useful, at least against paper types. Because, you know, you're not going to always have the advantage with one Morty, unless it's a Morticia or a Cronenberg, maybe a One-True Morty. But those are the exception because they are so powerful. But yeah, I would say wild mascot Morty could be usable. He seems to be pretty powerful. He does a lot of damage against paper types, and look at that. With 2 hits, this wild mascot Morty is almost dead. I'm going to assume that if this guy was level 88 or if our guy was level 89, I would have killed him right there. But sadly, we didn't. There we go. We're going to regen some health. We regened 26 HP. If he would have had a little bit more HP and we killed him then, we would have gotten more HP, but 6,600 XP from that. Here's Punk Morty. This guy is going to take us out with one hit. I think I'm just going to end this episode here, guys. There's no point. Oh my god, 1 HP. Don't use this guy against rock types. That's all I have to say. You can use him against wild Mortys. You can use him against any type of wild Morty. Bring him into trainer battles only to use against paper types. That's my suggestion. Either way, this guy's alright. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.